Good afternoon, friends, followers, channel members. Happy Friday, the weekend is here, and as always we try and finish out the week with a decent length stream to keep you company on a Friday afternoon. We're completing our week of flights into and out of Amsterdam today. As you can see, we're at our usual gate here at Amsterdam, using the updated freeware scenery from VATSIM.to, and so far so good. We've got clouds, that is a bonus. I wanted to start this stream about half an hour ago, but I had an issue where for some reason no aircraft were visible on VATSIM with the V-Pilot, so I've ended up having to reinstall that, then the simulator got stuck loading, and as a result of that it means that I am now actually in quite a bit of a rush to get this flight done before I go out later this afternoon. So we are going to have to, we'll probably have to rush through a few things, so let's get straight onto it. The operational flight plan, of course, is pinned into the chat, and oh my word, what's going on here? Yeah, operational flight plan is pinned into the chat, and what on earth is going on with my oh, there we go, that's better. Whoa, what a pain. If you're watching on YouTube, that is, of course. If not, and you're watching on Twitch, hello to all our Twitch viewers as well. Hope you're good today. Right, hopefully that should be working. Can you see my mouse? Yeah. Oh, we're back in. Whoa. Right. Hey, LA kids. Hey, Dusset. Hey, Klaus. Hope you are. Hope you're well. And who else we got in there as well? We've got Mark Boggs here as well. Fantastic. Right. Let's get on board and let's get sorted. So there's not going to be a massive brief with regards to the operational flight plan. I can happily go through that. We've got a good flight time today for you. It's about 2 hours, so we've got all afternoon to sit and chat. Hey, Lewis Aviation, great to see you. But I do need to just zip through the setting up of this flight because, well, we're going to be late. So I'm going to start getting passengers on ASAP. We're going to get the APU sorted and set that. Let's have a quick look at what the weather's doing. We're going to contact air traffic control. We've got VATSIM ATC online as well today, so that's quite neat. I'm going to cheat though because as I say, I'm running late, so I'm just going to grab information here. So fuel clouds 1,000 feet, temperature is plus 10, QNH is 1027, and that is current information. Information alpha is current. Just refresh that, make sure that is indeed the case. Yeah, information alpha. What we've got, wind is currently 300 at 16. So runway 24 for departure. Then I'm expecting. Hey HD, good afternoon. Yeah, the GSX profile seems to be working. Literally imported it in. So yeah, sadly today I don't have time to play around with it. We need to get going, otherwise I'm not going to make it into Alicante. What's going on with my flaps levers? What? Oh, who shut down the aircraft last time? Ugh, Gordon Bennett. Someone's left my aircraft busted up. Oh, seriously. How do we get this sorted? I don't have time for this. What do we need? Is it that one? And oh God, where are you? Where's the blue one? There. Right, come on. Flaps up. That'll have been because my flaps lever for the hardware will have been not in the right place when I loaded in. Oh, there we go. Right. I'm going to file a report about that. There we are. Okay. Let's set ourselves up then. So, QNH currently 1027. That's fine. 2 hours flight time today. Yeah, they're all good. They're all good. Acupressure's in the green. 1027. Initial climb for our departure today, I think, is flight level 60. Low transition level here at Amsterdam, isn't it? It's only 3,000. Right, APU's up and running. Let's get the bleed on. Let's turn those off as well before we do that. There we are. Good, right. I've already been through the operational flight plan with regards to the fuel that we're going to take today, and I'm struggling to come up with reasons to take any extra, merely because it's a beautiful day down on the coast of Spain. So what's that? It's 6-7. Oh, Yeah, I feel guilty even loading 8 ton, but that's what I'm going to do because it's quick. So we're going to load 8 ton of fuel. I say happy to take you through all my reasoning and thinking as when we get to it. But right now, we just need to get going. So yeah, we'll tell it in a moment that we want 8 ton of fuel. Let's request boarding. Come on, let's get these passengers on.
Cabin crew, refueling is underway and the bags are starting to get loaded, so let's open the doors and allow our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Right, ATC online they are. Do you know what, I'm going to contact them now and just grab my clearance. Then that's done, then we're free. 1218, let's give them a call, shall we? Amsterdam ground, good afternoon, Alpine 32 Delta uniform. We're at stand Hotel 6, Type A320, and we have information Alpha. I think we're stand 6. Where's my bloody sign? Has he gone for a break? Ah, no he hasn't. No he hasn't. Oh, because I've had to reinstall VPilot. Right, let's try that beautiful call again. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we're stand 6. Schiphol ground, good afternoon, Alpine 32 Delta uniform, stand 6, Type A320, requesting IFR clearances filed, and we have information Alpha. Oh, that's interesting. I can't actually hear him. Oh, come on. What's happening with the audio? Output device. Let's try that. Alpine 32 Delta uniform, radio check.
Alpine 32 Delta uniform cleared Alicante, Kudat to Papa departure, runway 27. Initial climb flight level 60 and squawk 2103.
Cleared via departure runway 27, Kudat to Papa departure, initial climb flight level 60 and squawk 2103 for Alpine 32 Delta uniform.
Alpine 32 Delta uniform, repack is correct, break, easy, 46 Romeo, hold short, November 1, contact approach 1.
Right, that's all working. Cool, 3, nav, greens, aircraft status is fine. Passengers are now coming on board. Right, HD, thanks, that was short and sweet. See you later, my friend. Hope you have a good afternoon. What we doing? Okay, so init request, there we are. Ricardo on Twitch, yeah, couldn't hear anything then. Thankfully got that sorted. So flight number is Alpine 32 Delta uniform. What a nice call sign, I like that one. Cost index of 4? Yeah, it will be. I'm going to request cost index 50. Cruise flight level, we'll sort that in a second. So temperature is 10. Tropo is 41,338. Grab the winds. First officer, would you mind just confirming the IRS alignment for me? Yes, of course. There we go. He's done the IRS in it. Cruise temperature is flight level 370. Temperature is 67 or minus 67. So we're departing runway 27. That's good. It's a shorter taxi. 27 Kuda to Papa. That's the one. And then down at the other end. Why does that say leper? Go back. Go back. Oh, I'm now completely confused. We're not going to Palma. We're meant to be going to Alicante. What's going on here? What's VPilot got in? Hang on. Flight plan. Fetch from the server. Yeah, we're going to Alicante. Right. 1 second. Something's gone very wrong here. This is what happens when you rush. Dispatch system. Where's my flight plan? Right, come on, let's do it. Let's do it again. Simbrief do its thing. Hey Storm, yeah, well that's the freeware scenery that we're using, indeed. Right, back to the ATSU page. AOC menu, flight in it, let's do that again. Thank you, that looks better, right. My flight is not going to Palma. Okay. Now, could we set this back up again? How on earth do we clear all this rubbish off? Will that allow us to do it that way? I don't want to have to put in the entire flight plan. I'm going to have to put in the entire flight plan. I don't want to have to do that. That takes far too long. Is there no way for it to be cleared out? Done the init data request, that's fine. Then I should be able to go to my init page and put it all in. Oh, right. I really don't have time to do this old school. Departure runway 27. This is what happens when the ACARS link disappears. So that's done, that's done. That takes us to Woody. Right, where are we going from Woody? From Woody we take the November 872 airway. From there that takes us to Medill. However, I think we can just bypass that and go uniform November. Oh no, we can't do that. So type this in, M-E-D-I-L, telling the passengers to rush, and it turns out I'm going to delay them anyway. Uniform November 872, and then uniform Mike 728. That shouldn't be there, that should be Covin. Can I update that? Nope, it's not going to let me do that. Oh, I'm going to have to type all this out. Why can't we delete it? Alright, insert flight plan. There, oh, come back. Medial, there we are. Then clear that, clear that. Right, from Medill we're going via uniform November 872. 872 we're going to Covin. After Covin we're on the uniform Mike 728. Then to Remsey. Airway mismatch. That's interesting. Okay, well let's just type in then the next airway, which is uniform November 857. There we go. Then we're doing a couple of directs, so that takes us to Disac, and then we've got a few directs after Disac. After Disac, it's direct to Guere, G-U-E-R-E. After Guere, it's direct to Evpok. After Evpok, it's Alpha Golf November. After Alpha Golf November, it's Anito. From there, it's direct to Posse. Then it's Zimpi. Rimez. Uniform November 860. To VLC. And that is the end of the plan. Then we're expected to arrive runway 10, ILS 10 Zulu on the VLC 3 Lima. And where does that come in via? Let's check that out. That takes us straight to Vilna, which then, from runway 10, comes actually in via Alicante. So I'm going to leave that as Novia. We'll update that as we go. Right, what's that? 909 miles, and our flight plan has got 900 miles bang on, so that's fine. Oh, right, that's done. So, flight plan, we've put Schiphol in here, Sierra Papa Lima. Let's do the Init A page. Got the right load sheet now. Zero fuel weight is 59.2. Yep, that's right. 59 point. Well, it's actually 59.3, isn't it? If we round that up. CFG is 31. Apologies, guys. Not paying too much attention to the chat whilst we sort this. Alternate. Let's call that 1.2. We're going to take 8 tons. That's got 8.1. Fine, we'll take 8.1 tons then. That gives us a takeoff weight of 67.2. That's probably the heaviest we've been for a while. So we're going runway 27, it is dry. Flaps 1, no need to force toga. We'll have that on because clouds are about 1,000 feet. Packs off 67 to CFG's 31. No, it's not. That's a lie. It's 29. Do we have any intersection departures here for runway 27 that might just be able to speed us up a little bit. Oh, if we could depart by Bravo, that'd be nice. Is that a possibility? Oh, full length. Right, okay. 525254. 52 152 154. Transition altitude for here is 3,000 feet. We're going flaps 1. What's our flex? That should be high. 58. 58. That's not as high as I expected. Right, engine out procedure. Runway 27. Right turn, Sugo. Fair enough. Copy the active. Enter the hold. Inbound course was 114 right turns. Done. And then back to Amsterdam. That'd be a nice short flight, wouldn't it? And what we're reckoning, runway 18 right for arrival again. No start via Sugo. The Sugo 1 Delta actually. That's it. Lovely. Okay. I think we're about done. How are the passengers doing? Are they all on board yet? They should be. It's taken me long enough to set up. Oh, just chat amongst yourselves, guys. It's not been the easiest setup, this, has it? Right, everyone's on board. Wonderful. So, departure brief, very quick departure brief. Nothing wrong with the weather here. Clouds 1,000 feet, so we're going to use anti-ice for our takeoff. Runway conditions are dry. Winds 300 at 16, so slight wind from the right as we're taking off. Weather on looks fine, and the weather at our destination looks fine. Aircraft is fully serviceable, with the exception of the weather radar. No times for our departure, and no real threats for departure either. A little bit unfamiliar with the taxiways over by the end of runway 27, so we'll pay close attention to those. Hopefully we won't get lost. We've got ATC to guide us, so all is well. The taxi will take us, pushing back from hotel, will then take the... Okay, is it the first right or the second right? I actually can't remember. It will be the first right on Alpha, so we expect Alpha and then probably Alpha 13 to November. November 2? Yeah, November 2 we'll cross runway... we're not crossing runway 27 at all. We're going to cross and continue on Echo and then depart here. Oh, that's a nice long taxi again, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, it is what it is. The departure, then, let's get the right chart. What are we on? Kudak 2 Papa, aren't we? Where are you? That's the one. Kudak 2 Papa, so max speed 220 knots, and then first little bit to the right, noise abatement 2 for departure, initial climb flight level 60. I'm not going to bother with a single engine taxi, we just want to get going. First turn will be slightly to the right once we're above 500 feet, and transition altitude 3,000 feet. Let's just check. MSA is 1,700 feet, max speed 220. What have we got in the perf? 210, so let's just pre-select 210 there. So we flight green dot. Once then we've passed Amsterdam 32, we'll clean up and accelerate away. Engine out procedure is standard. Right hand turn once we've tidied the engine up. 1,500 feet. Right turn to Sugol, enter the hold, come back to Amsterdam, and all of that rushing will have been for nothing. Oh, and breathe. Everyone's on board. Let's shut those doors and start tidying the aircraft up. Then we can get going.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you.
There we go, 8.1. Everything's done. Cockpit preparation checklist. Aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 8,100 kilograms, and check that's balanced. Indeed. Seatbelt signs are on. Adheres 3 nav greens, and the barrel ref QNH is 1027. Let's get. Why are you waiting for me to open doors? Don't open doors. I just want to push back, please. Prepare for pushback and departure. Can we do that without you having to faff around with doors? I might just reset GSX if that's the problem. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's just reset the position. Give it a second, then we'll do that. Cockpit prep's done. Debrief is done, and everything looks okay. Come on then, give me my pushback, guys. Yes, please.
And then Bravo, and then first runway 18 left via Echo 4 and close off runway 27 at November 1.
Skip all ground, this is Alpine 32 Delta uniform, stand Hotel 6 requesting push and start.
Alpine 32 Delta uniform, information Bravo, QNH 1027, pushback and startup is approved.
Pushback and start approved, 1027 the QNH Alpine 32 Delta uniform.
Lufthansa Cargo 85 request taxi.
Beacon lights on,
Lufthansa 8589er,
transponder,
taxi holding point November
back pressure's in the
1,
green.
runway 27, at Sierra 8, cross runway 24,
and before start
at
checklist.
Echo 4, cross
Parking brake is on,
18
takeoff data is confirmed, windows are closed, EFBM phone is on silent, doors are closed and armed, beacon light is on.
24, Takeoff 4, cross runway 18, and holding point runway November 1, runway 27.
Oh, come on, ground crew, do your job.
Transavia 6077 on this.
Transavia 607.
Locking gear.
Transavia 607.
Hey Wally, hey Ryan, hey Dr. Magic, good to see you.
taxi
Sorry we were a bit
Delta
rushed this
56.
afternoon.
Delta 56 for Transavia 6077.
We're going to do a fast taxi. Right, is our final load sheet? Oh, that's the preliminary load sheet. Where's my final one? Come on, dispatcher.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
HD, that 71 remote push, what was that? I thought that was something you'd created. 0 fuel is 59.1. What did we have in there? 59.3. Oh, that's fine. Takeoff weight 67. That's fine. And what's our C of G is 29. Ah, spot on. Everything as should be. Oh, you did create it. Fair enough. Oh, right. Engine mode selected to ignition. Starting engine 1. Notable steering is disconnected. Yeah, there we go. All right, let me come quickly back into the chat. Chill Out Flight Channel celebrating 11 months of channel membership. Mate, thank you so much. I'm very well. I will be once we're airborne.
We now ask your
It's
attention
taking
while we
forever,
take you
this.
through the safety on this aircraft.
Parking bricks there. And Ryan E celebrating a year's worth of membership. There you go. A year's gone by. Crazy to have time. Flies great content as always. Watching the streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Chill Out. HD it was. Bit of self. Thought you'd gone to work.
And 2 at the front of the cabin.
Don't judge me on my setup and brief for this flight.
KLM 75 November, hold short, November 1, runway 27, contact approach 121 decimal 2.
Hold short of November 1, ending contact.
Adjust.
Approach 121 decimal 2. Have a nice day. Bye.
It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened.
Decor Aviation, thank you for the follow.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask.
Ellis, YouTube, we're using the freeware.
Put the mask over your nose and
Alicante Adam.
hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust.
Starting engine 2.
Your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head.
Yeah, I can just see that flight you're meant to be on later. Sorry we're delayed.
Pull the strap to adjust.
The pilot was watching
Do not
YouTube.
inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate. by
Right, let's work
pulling
out
the
where on
top.
earth we're going to go here.
If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into
While
the
I wait
tube.
for that engine to start.
There is a light and whistle for a taxi.
Pendolino, you hate taxiing at Amsterdam.
Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds
It's not that bad.
open,
It's just
and
long.
seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
It's just long.
Lufthansa Cargo 8589 and give way to the Boeing 787 10 on the right hand side.
Right, engine 2 is happy, engine will select 2 normal. If you bleed off, anti-ice on. If you master off, got the spoilers. Rudder,
Contact approach
flaps,
112.
trim, and the after-start checklist anti-ice is on engine. Zcam status is checked. Pitch trims 29, rudder is neutral. Ground Alpine 32 Delta uniforms ready for taxi. So I'm expecting hotel, Alpha 13, Bravo,
Alpine
Echo.
32 Delta uniform. Taxi holding point November 1 runway 27 at Echo 4 cross 18 left.
Taxi holding point November 1 for runway 27 and at Echo 4 cross runway 18 left for Alpine 32 Delta uniform. Alright, all the way on Alpha 12 and...
Alpine 32 Delta uniform, set squawk 2103 in the box please.
Stand by, Alpine 32 Delta uniform. Whoops. And squawking 2103 for Alpine 32 Delta uniform. That's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. Let's go. How fast do you reckon we can do this taxi? Right, so flight controls, full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, and neutral, rudder, full right, rudder, full left, and neutral. Get rid of that. Oh, welcome on board everybody. Yes, if you are joining us late and wondering why I've just been a little bit hectic, I've got to go out in, God, about 2 hours. The flight's 2 hours, it's not good, is it? I wanted to start the stream about half an hour earlier than planned because VPilot didn't work. I couldn't see any models in the airport. The simulator then took an age to load. Never normally takes that long. Right, I'll get an alpha, then I'll start doing the PEDs and the other checklists, etc. Right, we're on Alpha 19.
Last station calling, say again.
KLM 59 Delta, Boeing 737-900 on gate Delta 54, information Bravo, request clearance to Nuremberg.
KLM 59er Delta, cleared Nuremberg. Randy 2 Papa departure runway 27, initial climb flight level 60 and squawk 3151.
Right, let's motor it down here. So, PEDs check. No change to the performance figures, no LMCs. Runway 27 full length. Anti-ice is on. Flaps 1. Usual stuff, packs off. Engine out procedure is standard. Once we secure the engine, 1500 feet, right turn Sugol, enter the hold, get ourselves nice and safe at 4,000 feet. Departure is Kuda to Papa, right turn once passing 500 feet, and that first turn will be to the right. As I say, we've got speed restriction, so we're going to be flying at clean speed until we pass. I forgot which waypoint it is. It'll be on the constraints. That one down there. And the initial climb is flight level 60. There we go. Pendolino, yeah, the sim loads really quickly when you've got all the time in the world, doesn't it? So, I want to go right to just fire the holding, just here. What the hell is that? It's a bit weird. Oh, it's a sign. The pole just hadn't loaded. Fair enough. Aeroplane, hello. Right, cabin crew, we're going to be rushing away, so get yourself sat down.
Cabin crew, we're all ready to go, so please arm the doors and cross-check, thank you.
That's a bit late, we've already gone. Come on, seats for takeoff.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please.
Right, so we're crossing Alpha 12, Echo 4, crossing runway 18 left. Let's just do the right thing, get the strobes on. I don't know if it's an active runway or not, but better safe than sorry. Get ourselves on this long straight, then I'll run the taxi checklist. I don't think I've ever taxied so fast in my life. Strobes off. Cabin crew's all sat down, so taxi checklist. Flight controls have been checked. Flap setting is config 1 FMA. Climb nav blue 1FD2 6000 blue. Flex 54. Radar predicted wind shear is on. ECAM memo takeoff no blue. And our EFB is stowed, but it's not disconnected. It is now.
Chicago ground, good afternoon. Hansa line 1614 with Bravo on stand 28. It's a CRC7 and would like IFR clearance to Stuttgart.
Hansa line 1614 cleared Stuttgart. Low pick 2 Papa departure runway 27. Initial climb flight level 60 and squawk 0143.
Using the low peak 2 Papa from runway 27 going to flight level 60 and squawk 0143, Hansa line 1614.
Nearly there.
Hansa line 1614, readback is correct. Report ready, break, Alpine 32 Delta uniform, hold short November 1, runway 27, contact approach 1212.
Hold short November 1 for runway 27 and over to approach 121.2 for Alpine 32 Delta uniform. Bye bye. Don't know if November 1 is modelled, but it'll be around here.
Roger, number 1. Skipping approach, good afternoon, from the 6 Yankee, more information about passing flight level 171, descending level 150.
Oh, there it is, that's the stop line.
That was 6 Yankee Romeo, good afternoon. Then Norco to Alpha arrival for runway 27.
Norco to Alpha for runway 27 from the 6 Yankee Romeo.
Amsterdam approach, Alpine 32 Delta uniform with you holding short November 1.
That was 6 Yankee Romeo, descent flight level 70, RTIP 100 to below.
And 6 Yankee Romeo, descending level 70.
Skipper approach, Alpine 32 Delta uniform with you at November 1.
Alpine 32 Delta uniform, hold short November 1, expect 1 landing in front.
Holding short, Alpine 32 Delta uniform. No, we've got to hold.
That's 9 Lima Alpha, descent flight level 70.
I wonder if the clouds will stay throughout the entire flight today.
That's 9 Lima Alpha, descent flight level 40.
Descending 40, Lufthansa 9 Lima Alpha.
1074, runway 27 clear to land, wind 300.
If you've enjoyed the super speedy setup and taxi out, then please do leave a like on the stream. Hey Nick, good to see you. DM797, thank you for the follow, and Cookie as well.
Passing 2000, climbing flight level 60. Lufthansa Cargo 8589 identified, climb flight level 130. Lufthansa Cargo 8589, flight level 130.
Lufthansa Cargo, nice. Dr. Magic, you've just been testing FSTraffic model matching on VATSIM, seems to be working. Yeah, it works for me, it works really nice. And the frame rates are better. Well, they certainly appear to be so. Mark, you had no issues with the clouds this morning, so it might have been sorted. Let's hope so. Lil Will, there is a full video on my YouTube channel showing you all of my graphic settings.
Alpha descent 2000 feet, QNH 1027 via Titfo, clear to ILS approach runway 27.
How long have we got to wait in here for?
Descending 2000 feet, on QNH 1027, clear to ILS 27, Lufthansa 9 Lima Alpha.
Come on, mate, you can get us out.
6 Yankee Romeo after ATIP, direct to Titfo.
6 Yankee Romeo after ATIP to Titfo.
Come on, you can get us out. Lufthansa Cargo's gone. Ask the FO. Just have a look. What's occurring? Oh, here we go. Hopefully behind the landing of this aircraft.
KLM 474 descent flight level 40.
Down to 40, KLM 1474.
Best laid plans today, as always. What I might have to do is, mid-cruise, I might just have to disappear for 10-15 minutes, sort everything out, and then come back.
Alpine 32 Delta uniform behind the landing KLM on short final 27, the line up await runway 27 November 1 behind.
After the landing of the KLM, line up runway 27 and wait, line up behind Alpine 32 Delta uniform.
Correct.
There he goes. Right, let's get our lights on. Let's line up. Let's be in position. Let's go. Right, the lights are on. TCAS is on. Packs are off. Oh, once we're airborne, I'm just going to spend the next couple of hours counting down the clock with you guys. So, whatever you've got planned this afternoon, hope you're going to stick with us. We'll keep you company. Enjoy. Hoochman is lined up behind a European term. I guess so. You've got to say after the arriving KLM, line up and wait, runway 27 behind. You have to finish it by behind. I think it's just so there's no ambiguity. He knows you're not going to line up and then take off. Or you're...
27 vacated,
he also needs to know that you're going to line up and
KLM 1074, roger, contact ground.
wait for the aircraft to land before you line up.
KLM 1074, thank you very much, Chris. Bye-bye.
Lufthansa Cargo 8589, monitor Unicorn 122 decimal, bye-bye. 122, return late, Lufthansa 85, dankjewel.
Barry, line up in front would be weird.
3000 feet, QNH 1027.
Indeed. I don't think I've ever departed from this runway before Amsterdam.
KLM 474.
Come on, is he off the runway? In fact, he's off the runway. I can see him. He's there.
Alpine 32 Delta Uniform, runway 27, cleared for takeoff, 2300 at 13.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 27, Alpine 32 Delta Uniform. Okay, let's go. Chrono. Takeoff. And we're rolling. So engine 2 is critical, set takeoff thrust, man flex, SRS, runway. Sean, this is, yes it is stock, but a modded stock from the, from flightsim.to, but you need the handcrafted Amsterdam from Azobo.
Check.
Good long takeoff roll this one. Bit bumpy. V1. Rotate. Nav.
Positive ring for gear up.
Above 500 feet.
27 clear to land, the wind 300 at 13.
Right hand turn.
27 clear to land, Lufthansa 90 FF.
Thrust climb. Climb. Autopilot can do it better than I can. There you go. Autopilot 1 engaged. Packs. Yep, never done this departure before. I think we're about to wash our aircraft. It looks like we're about to get wet. But the fact that that is even a thing in a simulator is amazing.
Alpine 32 Delta Uniform, seal passing 2200 feet, climb flight level 130.
Climb flight level 130, Alpine 32 Delta Uniform. Right, standard pressure, and 130 blue, thrust climb, climb.
KLM 474, right heading 240, cleared ILS approach runway 27, descend 2000 feet.
Turn right 240, cleared ILS 27.
Hey Maxi Monkey, good to see you.
We're descending 2000 feet.
And yeah, that runway gets used a lot for arrivals more than departures. Oh look at that, we're flying through the break in the clouds.
Flight level 40.
Ding the cabin crew. They've got lots of food and drink to serve you this afternoon. Do we have a first officer's view? We can make one. There you go. How's that? Doesn't it feel weird sat this side? RoboProp Game, thank you so much for following. I wonder if it's going to be dark in Alicante when we get there. It'll be dark if I'm late, because the wife will have knocked me out. Paul Braden, you'll take peanuts and a Coke if we have it. Are they even allowed peanuts on aircraft anymore due to allergies? Da Vinci, you only fly in the first officer view. Really? Oh, credit to you. Oh, Spearbird464, Nick, thank you for subscribing a tier 1 sub on Twitch. Thanks, mate, as always, for your continued support. Dr. Magic, you're just adding the Amsterdam mods now. You can tell I'm working from home. Isn't that what we're all doing? That's what I'm doing. I'm working from home right now. Allegedly. Those clouds look thick and turbulent. Those clouds, however, they look amazing. I like that. It just says he was looking to purchase Madeira by Amsterdam, but it doesn't have good reviews, really.
Kilo 59 Delta, hold short November 1.
No, short November 1, Kilo 59 Delta.
Right, we're past that, let's accelerate away.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time.
Schiphol approach, good afternoon, Swiss 73 Bravo, flight level 240 descending, flight level 100.
Swiss 73 Bravo, good afternoon, Helen to Alpha arrival for runway 27, descent level 70.
9 Tango on Twitch, as it's Friday, I'm not working from home. I'm doing as little as possible from home. That is the way to spend a Friday, doing as little as possible.
474, runway 27, clear to land, the wind 300 at 13.
Clear to land, runway 27, KL 474.
Stanza 6 Yankee Romeo, descent 2000 feet, QNH 1027, via Titvo, clear to LS approach runway 27.
As long 9 Tangos that involves watching us and spending your afternoon with us, that sounds great.
Alpine 32 Delta Uniform, unfortunately no further ATC available, monitor Unicom 122 decimal, bye bye.
Over you to Unicom, thank you so much for the service, Alpine 32 Delta Uniform, bye bye. Right, we're past 10,000 feet, let's just give ourselves a higher clearance. So, let's pull, open climb, 250 blue. We're past 10,000 feet, the lights are off, so airport's on to the EFIS. Check out the progress page, flight level 350, that is our Optimum, 370 is our planned cruise. We can't get there yet, we're a bit too heavy, so we're going to go flight level 350 blue onto the perf page, costing 0 to get up there as soon as possible. Happy to clear out the radnav page because we don't need that. Secondary flight plan I will leave for the time being, because if something breaks now I'd still go back to Sugal and hold. We're about to go into a cloud layer. What temperature have we got? -9, so that's within icing range, so we'll get the anti-ice on as we pass through this cloud layer in a moment. So yeah. Rotoprob, it's morning for you right now. Whereabouts in the world are you, Robo? 9 Tango, you're going to hop on the A310 or 414 after the morning meeting. I do like the Airbus 310. We've not flown it enough. I need to get back on that. Right, I think seatbelt signs can come off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has now been turned off. You are now free to move around the cabin and the toilets are now available. However, when in your seat, we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
So no ATC, we're on our own for the moment. Presmo Gaming, have I noticed any FPS drops in the Phoenix? The only thing that seems to cause me FPS drops are like when traffic's getting injected and that kind of thing. That's the main cause, that I've been able to found. Maxi Monkey, what app is it for the crew and voices? So that is a little app called self-loading cargo. Yeah. Elliot, lovely wing view there. It was, you know, whenever I like to have a quick look, whenever we're banking left or right, a quick look down, and I guess that's what the passengers do, isn't it, when you're sat there? Unless you're a sadist and like to sit in the centre aisle. Who on earth likes that? Chris Morgans, good afternoon. Good to see you as well, Elliot. Right, chilling now all the way down to Spain, where we can go and spend the weekend. So all this week we've been flying out of Amsterdam. Didn't mean it to be like that, but I thought we've got this great new scenery to show off, so we might as well. And you know what? I kind of like that idea. It's not something I'd ever thought about doing before, but give me a thumbs up or thumbs down emoji in the chat. What do you think to sort of each week basing ourselves from a certain airport? Doesn't matter how many live streams we can get in that week, but having like a home base for a week, so flying into and then out of, and you know, that kind of thing. Let me know what you think. Or would you rather we just fly everywhere? Nick Burrows is getting the jam tea nice and early. Fantastic. Hey Mantok, so what new scenery? Right, if you have got the Premium Deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, then that comes with a handcrafted Amsterdam airport stock. Well, the wonderful community that upload things to flightsim.to have released several mods which all work together. Things like people, Dutch emergency vehicles, better ground textures, better terminals. So like 4 files, you pop it all in, add a GSX profile as well. Looks amazing. Of course, Fly Tampa's Amsterdam Airport is also meant to be on the way. Barry says yes, definitely, if it's Brussels every week. You really do like Brussels, don't you, Barry? In fact, Barry, I was thinking about you. One of the recent videos I did, I based one of the screens at Brussels, and I did think about you when that was there. And Nick, Speedbird 464, thank you for the thumbs up. Hey Daz, man, good to see you. Mantok says, you see some extra mods, good stuff. Yeah, if you update the Amsterdam, it will be with Fly Tampa and nothing else, as you're a Fly Tampa appreciator from P3D. Fly Tampa airports are stunning, so I can absolutely understand where you're coming from there. Dazman's working and lurking. I love it. That's what Friday afternoon streams are all about. Try and get you a decent length streaming, and we'll just do our best to not let the boss know what we're really doing. Okay, let me see if I can get the route map up on here, then we can have a good idea of where we are. Christopher, does anyone know of a good tutorial video that shows you where to put the GSX profiles? Tell you what, Christopher, how about I show you now on stream? Let me just check I've got the screen set up properly. Alright, so check this out. So the idea is... yeah, that works. So the idea is once you've downloaded it, obviously from flightsim.to it comes in your download thing. So it'll be in here. What you then need to do is locate this folder just here, which is obviously you. But then if I just work it through, basically it's in... where is it? Is it users? User data, isn't it? Let me try and find it from the beginning. So is it local drive, users, me, app data, I think it's then, is it roaming, Virtuali, GSX, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and there's all my profiles. Look, so this is the path list here. Because it's a long way, I've actually once I found that folder, I pinned it so it's now here in my quick access, so I can just drop them in there. But yeah, there you go. That's where you pop those. I've been switched to offline mode. Well, that's annoying. Oh, but we've reconnected again. There you are. Reactionary, how do we push pull using just the mouse? Make sure your mouse is set to legacy settings, otherwise it doesn't work. Dasman, you wanted to ask a question about best ILS approaches. And where's that information? Sorry, Dasman, for some reason your message hasn't all come through properly. Explain what you want, Dasman. I'll see if I can help you. Virtual pilot, can I fly out of Manchester? Then you can have airliners live on one screen and me on another. Well, Manchester is my home airport, so we're going to have to definitely spend a week there. J-Hog, good afternoon. You've survived B&Q. Oh, you may think you've done. You've still got to put together everything that you purchased. Aeroplane, do I have any add-ons? Yeah, the aircraft we're flying now is an add-on, the Fenix A320, and the airports that we're landing at as well will be add-ons. Tasman, you were on a call and made a right mess of what you typed. Do it again. Max Monkey, do I have any extra textures for the ground? I use Rex AccuSeasons. That's the only thing that affects ground textures. Shadow Dancer, you went from Legacy to lock-on mode, and it seems better. Lock-on mode? I've not used that. Oh, that engine hum. Love that. Barry, B&Q is like IKEA, yeah, but it's probably a more upmarket version. It's a bit more hardcore, B&Q. That's where the traders go and get all their wood from, and plasterboards, that kind of stuff. Like Home Depot, I'm guessing. Not that I'm American. Oh right, so Dasman, you want to know about either baro or radio settings. Okay, the best way to sort of quickly describe that is if we go to the performance page. Come on, where are you? There we are. Right, so we're going to be doing an ILS approach into Alicante, God willing. And if we then find the charts for it, bear with me. I was in such a rush, I've not even pinned any of these charts, so I might as well do that now. We're meant to be doing the Valencia approach there, and I don't know if it's the ILS Zulu or the ILS Yankee. Oh, it'll be the Zulu approach. Yeah, so it all depends on whether you're doing an auto land or whether you're doing a manual landing. Well, the weather in Alicante today is beautiful. There's hardly a cloud in the sky. Visibility is 10 kilometers or more. So we are going to be doing a ILS approach, and it's going to be a manual landing. If it's a manual landing, you're going to use the large figure just here, 412. That's 412 feet of altitude. And that altitude is given to you by your barometric altitude readout, just here. If you're doing an auto land, then you don't want the barometric altitude, you want the radio altimeter, which when you land, I'm sure you'll have noticed, is the one that displays down here, and it calls out, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. That's your radio altimeter. That is the one that's used when you're doing a automatic landing, and that figure is the small one just here. So 270 feet. Now the interesting thing here is it's basically it's the same height, but the difference is barometric altitude doesn't take into account the runway elevation, but of course the radio altimeter does, because that's using an actual radar beam that shoots down from the bottom of your aircraft, hits the floor, bounces back up, and registers how high above the ground you are. This measures how high above barometric pressure altitude is, how high above the sea level you are. So in short, barometric is this one, radio is this one. This one's manual landing, this one is auto land. So hope that makes sense. There's also a video about when to use baro and radio and all the different kinds of approaches, what approach to use, on the channel on YouTube as well, so if that's any good to you. Yeah. Quickantine, good day to you. Oh, you're new here, mate. Thank you for coming on board. Says just chilling in the back and enjoying the stream. Really glad you're enjoying. Do you know, I've just seen how many views we've got on Twitch. Guys, that's amazing. 71 on Twitch. That is incredible. Are you all meant to be working? Well, hopefully you'll enjoy it and come and join us a little bit more than in the future. Friday afternoons are something a bit special where we do have a nice long stream and chill out. Are we at cruising altitude yet? Oh, we're getting there. we're getting there. What are we? Coming up to 3.5. Yeah, well, I'm going to change this then. Let's go 350. We're probably going to have to cruise at 350 for a while, and that's okay. Shadowdown said we could use QFE and use the radio minute. Let's not. I don't want to work hard. Just keep it nice and simple and straightforward for me. Elliot, do you save the wing views using Control Alt number? Elliot, that is exactly right. Yeah, and then use the Alt number to access them. Correct. Dasman, what happens if you don't put any in? Well, you can do that. You can tell it if you're doing a fully automated Cat 3. I was going to say Cat 3B landing. It's not now. They've changed the phraseology. It's now Cat 3 with no decision height. You can actually type in no, and it'll take you down regardless. But again, there is a video on YouTube. If you type onto YouTube and search Easyjet Sim Pilot approach minimums, I think it's something like that, approach minimums, and it'll tell you that. Yeah. Evgeny says, good to have the corner office so you can watch this nice stream at work. Quackantine says he's great to be here, just doing a beautiful flight into Split. Oh, which runway are they using? Do you need to do the circling approach or not? Ajon, what category is the A320? It's a Category C aircraft. Yeah, Cat C. Which is the same as the A330 as well, actually. And even the same as the CRJ. Dasman, so you're going to let it get to a certain height, practice landing from there, move back a bit when comfy at a certain height, I forget you. Yeah, I mean, there's no hard fast rule about when you should disconnect the autopilot on approach to you know, bring her in manually. Here we go, Mac Alt Star. It depends on your company's standard operating procedures. The one I'm following here, you don't get established on the ILS manually. That's all done with the autopilot. But then, normally about 1,000 feet, if you've got good visibility and you're happy, disconnect and fly it in. I sometimes leave it in a little bit later if the wind's a bit rubbish, or if it's foggy, but it's still below Cat 1 minimum, so it's going to be a manual landing until I can see the runway lights and then disconnect. Right, so we're at Alt Cruise. Let's get our perf back up. Cost index 4, a TCAS 2 below. Job is done. Let's check out the SD pages.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, just to let you know that we've reached our cruising altitude for today, and we're not anticipating any major delays or bad weather ahead, so we should be arriving on time as planned. The cabin crew will now start to make their way around the aircraft, so please make sure that the aisles are clear of any items you may have, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. A reminder that our Easyjet Sim Pilot members are able to take advantage of free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and we shall have an update for you shortly.
Lovely. So that's all done. We'll get some en route weathers as well. See what's happening around us in case something goes bang. We're going to be crossing the Alps as well, so we need a line of the centre of the Alps, so that if something goes bang whilst we're over the Alps, we know whether we need to carry on or turn around. So the way we do that is we go to our flight plan page, go to the fixes page, fix info, and the waypoint we're using is a waypoint called DGAD, and we type in here 225 and 090. There we are. And what that does is, how far out can I zoom? Is it not showing us that? Where is it? Oh, it's not on screen yet. We're too far away, I think. But basically, it'll show us a line of where the tops of the Alps are. So then, if something goes bang and we're this side of the line, then we'll turn around. If we've passed the line, we carry on, and then we can descend. Adrian, what if there is no category on the approach chart, but instead there's a missed approach with a minimum gradient of 4? I don't think I've ever seen an approach chart with no aircraft category listed. You'd have to let me know which airport that was. And with regards to the missed approach gradient, you can disregard that unless you've lost an engine. Particularly if you're in an A320. If you're in an A320, you can make the maximum climb gradient. So yeah, that's fine. Dasman, your landing seems to be around 500 FPS at the moment. Any tips? You're going to watch my Phoenix landing video later. Well, don't watch the landing I did yesterday. Something went very wrong there. So yeah. Quick Anti says runway 23 is currently in operation. So you're going to be doing the juicy visual into split. Nice. Yeah, does anyone know what the different aircraft categories for landing is actually based on? What they use? So that's the category C minimums. That's the category D minimums. So yeah, what's the different categories all about? Quick Friday afternoon quiz question for you. Lancia's got it, yeah. It's all to do with the speed, the approach speed of the aircraft. Which is why you think, well, how on earth can an Airbus 330 and a CRJ be the same category? One's huge, one's tiny. It's nothing to do with that. It's the speed. Hence why even the A380 is category C, quite right. Ah, Christian, good afternoon. Oh, you were talking about the category of the aircraft. Sorry, the category of the approach, not the aircraft category. Yeah, if there's no different categories listed, it's Cat 1. Which means usually that's not set up for auto land. Okay, en route weathers then. What we got? Going to be approaching Paris. In fact, do we even cross the Alps? I've put DGAD in. We're nowhere near the bloody Alps. I don't know why I needed that. Let's get rid of it. For some reason, I thought I was going down to Split. I thought I'm going over the Alps soon. Let's get DGAD in. We're not. I'm not going to Split. Quick Anthony on Twitch. He's going to Split. So, let's see what's happening weather-wise in old Paris. Oh, hang on, we need to log out of the first officer's side. There we go. Easyjet Ops, we were late for 12 minutes. I know. Yeah, we're flying over the Pacific, Nick. That's right. Oh, I can tell it's Friday. Right, weather request. Lima Fox, Papa Golf. Send that off. Where else are we going to be flying over and near? I think Toulouse is a fair shout. Lyon, maybe. Lyon's a bit further over here, but we've got Bordeaux there. We've got Toulouse, Barcelona. Send some more off. Lima, Fox, Bravo, Oscar. That's Toulouse. Lima Fox Bravo, not Lima Fox, Lima Echo Bravo Lima off of Barcelona. Send that off as well. Aeroplane, what's the total flight time? About 1 hour and 10 minutes, I think. So 270 at 7 and great visibility. So Paris is wide open. What we got down in Toulouse, that's wide open, and Barcelona also wide open. Nice day in Europe. Ooh, those clouds look a bit pixelated. I've not seen them looking like that for a long time. Quick Anthony, do heavy freighters indicate category G due to having a heavy gross weight? No, nothing like that. So it's all to do with the approach speed. In fact, if you Google it, there's a list of categories for different aircraft, all to do with their average approach speed as they're coming in. They're some of the worst looking clouds I've seen in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think they must have been doing something with the servers recently, because clouds have been a bit iffy all week, haven't they? From being there and looking fine to being there and non-existent. Alright, so fuel check. We'll do a fuel check at Dukra, see what's happening there. Hey Captain Q, do I use the first officer Phoenix for the software that gives you the first officer? No, I don't. Just because it's one less thing to have running in the background whilst we're streaming. Right, so what extra fuel did we take? Is this even the correct? No, this is an operational flight plan to Palma. Go away. Refresh. Aljon, if the approach chart there for runway 07 left doesn't have a category listed, then it's just category 1. Cat A. No, category 1, not Cat A. Don't confuse the two. Yeah, there we go, that's the right one. So, we took 8.1 tons of fuel, which is 400 kilograms extra. About 450 kilograms of fuel extra there. So we're approaching... where are we approaching? Dukra. Yeah, so 400 kilograms extra. Add in the contingency, that's 650 kilograms extra. Let's see what the minimum is at Dukra.
26 right via Papa 1 Tango Alpha 2 Romeo Tango 3 Tango and hold on Tango 9 Air France 14 Charlie Zulu.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. So we should have about, what, 6, 7, 8, 5.8, between 5.8 5.9 tons of fuel. Oh, look at that. 5.9 tons of fuel, so that works as we planned. We've got a nice little tailwind pushing us down there as well today. Yeah, those clouds definitely not the best. Not the best I've seen in the sim. Not quite sure what that's all about. Thank you guys for watching us anyway this afternoon. Hope you're all having a good time on a Friday and have a nice weekend lined up. Please don't forget to hit the like button, helps other people to find the channel as well, so big shout out to everyone who's already gone and done that. And we're welcome to host some new followers as well on Twitch today, so that's lovely. Time does it say we're going to arrive? Well, the top banner says 1649 Zulu, and what's the box say? 1657. Oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble. We might have to just sneak a direct in. Alpine 32 Delta uniform, clear direct Dizak. Direct Dizak, thank you. It's not knocked any time off, but I feel a bit better for it. They look like the tops of some broccoli, don't they? Look a bit further out as we go through the distance. That's alright. Hey Piano Leonard, did you see the Microsoft Flight Sim developer stream from yesterday? I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but Innobuilds are doing the Antonov, aren't they? If only they can rebuild the real thing as well. Christian go max 7.9. What are we at? 7.6. I'd have to keep an eye on that fuel burn. In fact, can we get any higher yet? Yeah, okay, let's go 370. Let's get up. So let's climb, open climb. 370 blue. SS broccoli clouds, a new classification. Well, it's only like the cauliflower head clouds, isn't it? they have those. Oh, piano learner, is it $20 but all the money's going to the Antonov crew to get it rebuilt? Seriously, is that right? I'd not heard that. That is amazing. I might just buy it now to support it. Probably never fly it. Or certainly not often, but that sounds amazing. I know that they're actually working with one of the real pilots, aren't they? Reactionary, Autocubius cauliflowerus. They're the Latin, the Latin name for it. Oh well, we're definitely going to have to buy the Antonov just to support them. Now, this is interesting. Is that a line of cloud disappearing? Yep, looks like it to me. Oh, they need to get this fixed. They need to get this fixed. So, if I just look a little bit forward, Lima Fox, Lima X-ray. Let's just do a weather check. Weather request. Lima Fox, Lima X-ray. So, if they says over here, no clouds detected, that is absolutely fine. But that doesn't look right to me. Piano Learner is coming out on the 27th of February, which is a year since its destruction. Oh, that's quite apt, I suppose. And Microsoft are not taking a penny and have said all the money will go to them. That is amazing. Well, I think we should all buy it. Love to get the Antonov in. It's meant to be overcast at 29,000 feet. That is not overcast. Michael Wimmer, so there's now a thread in the forum about this, and it's the bug's already been logged. Well, that's good, because it's not right, is it? Great from a scenery point of view, because the thing is now, we're going to have complete clear skies, aren't we? We're going to have completely clear skies all the way down to all the way down to Alicante. What I might do is find out what the meta is at Alicante, and then we'll just program it in, just so it looks a bit more realistic. Although it's not bad weather at all. Quack indeed, am I doing some sort of virtual airline with EasyJet, like a V-Spirit? No, I don't. There is a virtual EasyJet, but I'm not part of it. Christian, you're going to have to check the latest DC6 update. Yeah, I saw that as well. I haven't flown the DC6 for a long time. In fact, it's not even on the new PC. We're at Macalt Star. Wizbits, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Welcome on board. Yeah, so you can support the channel as well via Amazon Prime if you're an Amazon Prime user. For free, of course, on Twitch. Macalt Cruise, right, has that climb done anything to our time? Not really. Right, let's burn some fuel. Samuel says you live in Alicante. That's amazing. Winds are light and clear skies. Oh, maybe I don't need to touch anything with regards to the weather then. What does seem to be interesting is the weather disappears in such a perfect straight line, but patches of fog remain. Which tells me that the patches of fog are rendered a little bit differently. Maybe to do with the dew point and temperature. Sean Duff, good afternoon, Sean. Just had you just finished your Easy 5-4 Whiskey Papa to Jersey arrival 2 minutes after the real one, and also had the best landing in the Phoenix with a -205 FPM in Jersey as well, Sean. That's quite impressive because Jersey is an interesting runway to get in. Not very long, so you don't want to be hovering around either. You want to get that crunch down. Mark, hold that live weather bug again. That's the one. That's the one. Deselecting and reselecting live weather doesn't work either. It doesn't inject it back in, so we're kind of stuck with it, unfortunately. Nothing we can do. Nick, 4 of you landed at Tivat yesterday and everyone had different weather. I'm sorry, I've got images of you all landing on opposing runways, and there's only one. I need to do Tivat. Do you know, I almost thought if I got a bit more time, I was going to do Tivat today. I love Tivat. Oh God, did J-Hog fly with you to Tivat? Is the emergency hospital now full? Quackanty on Twitch, Jersey is a great test for an airport. Yeah, it's just fantastic, isn't it? J-Hog had fog. Oh. Yeah, you're not landing in Tivat with a load of fog. J-Hog, I don't doubt you got the aircraft down, but was it on a runway? It does tell you something about how the simulator injects live weather, doesn't it? It must be, I don't know, kind of like a boundary set from where you first spawn into the airport, and then it must update on the fly, but it's not updating anymore. J-Hug, you got it down, and no grass bonus. Oh, not been taking lessons from Dark Fury then. Wizbrits on Twitch. Hi mate, currently cruising flight level 370 with Easy 48 Alpha Juliet. Haven't quite got the courage to screw go on VATSIM yet. Need to make that leap soon. You'll make that leap, and once you've done it, you'll never go back. Promise you that. Right, well, we appear to have reached the edge of a weather front, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm thinking that's a good time for a drink.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Right, gang, the cabin crew is open, so you can get yourself a drink, bacon sandwich, beer, alcohol, champagne, you name it. I think you can buy yourself a little model as well if you've got enough points. Dazman says he needs to learn the basics before he can get on VATSIM. Absolutely. Make sure you can fly your aircraft. Very, very important. I used to have Rex Weather installed on the PC. I haven't got it anymore. It would be quite useful now, wouldn't it? SS beer and a model. Yeah, not that kind of model. There aren't enough Easyjet points in the world. ASS Stream says next week the base could be Amsterdam. Then we could do all the interesting Greek island arrivals. I mean, if we're doing those from Easyjet, what we need to do is base ourselves somewhere in Italy. That's where they fly to a lot of the Greek Isles. Desmond, do you have to be able to pass the test before you can listen in? Yeah, I think you have to be able to pass the test before you can log on. Mark's going to take Jayhawk to Queenstown next. Even I struggle with Queenstown. I think I've got it down there once, and it wasn't a butter landing, that's for sure. Oh, there you go. Look, see, we've even got more fog shown just there. Christian, is there any fixed date yet this month for the World Update? None that I know of, but I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. Naples is a good base for the Greek islands, Ace. Yeah, like a couple of hours flight time each way. Dasman, the VATSIM test, it's actually not as bad as... a lot of it is just common sense, really. Ergo plane, when I say fog, it sounds like... FOG. Just need to keep an eye on this fuel burn then as we're... as I'm picking up the speed a little bit. Look at that, I've knocked a whole minute off my arrival time. Have we got any other directs we could sort of give ourselves? I don't really think there's that much. We've got, what's that, is that Epoch we could potentially go to? Go on then. Don't think that's going to knock much time off either. Oh, see, when we lose all the clouds, you do get gorgeous views when turning. Although, that almost looks like the satellite data's been turned off, doesn't it? Oh, that doesn't look very good. Oh, it looks awful. Satellite data on, do you reckon? That looks very Microsoft Flight Sim 2000, doesn't it? The data got disconnected a bit ago. Did it come back on? Let me see if I can just put it back on quickly. Where would it be? It's general options, data... Is it data or is it graphics? I can't remember. Is it data? Online functionality. Bing Data World Graphics. Come on, back on. Go back and resume. That doesn't affect the weather, does it? No. Guys, where's the world? Help! Oh dear God. Can I turn around and go back? Is Amsterdam still there? Oh my word. Okay, maybe it'll load it in. Well, let's just give it a minute. I'll tell you what, my frame rates are through the roof. Okay. Let's see. Nick, I told you we were flying over the Pacific. Oh, there you go, look. It's back. World is back. Whew. Landing in zero visibility and zero runway. That would have been interesting. Disdain 98 says, I've just deleted France. guessing everything looks a lot better. Oh yeah, there we go. That a window view actually looks decent again. Yeah, we've still just no clouds though, sadly. Oh well, at least we've got something nice to look at now. Hey Tashkin, a 320 landed on a non-asphalt runway. Well, an A330 once, I think it was an A330, once landed on a snow runway in Antarctica, so I think so. Christian, let's pretend we hit a wormhole leading right over the Pacific. That's not going to get me there any faster. Sean asks, when are we going to do the transatlantic stream? Has been a while since we've done that. Flying Firefighters, was it an A340? Oh, I thought it was a 330. In fact, one of them crashed, didn't it? They completely missed the runway due to problems with magnetic alignment and that kind of stuff. A few of it, Iceland SM67 landed in Antarctica once. Did it? That doesn't make sense. It's not a massive stretch, is it, for Icelander? Right, so where are we now? Over the heart of France, presumably. Not in the middle of a new ocean rift. There we go, we're just on this sneaky little direct and then that's it. I don't think I can sneak any more directs. Okay guys, so whilst everything's working fine, so to speak, and we've got no current VATSIM ATC, I just need to nip out for 5 or 10 minutes, sort some stuff out, and then due to the delay in starting the stream, and I'm going to have to shoot off almost as soon as we land, I just need to get some things ready prior to that. So I will be back with you shortly. I'm just having a look at ATC, make sure there is nothing knocking about. Izuin, hello on Twitch. Hope you're well. Okay, so no ATC, we should be alright. Isween, I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, just wish we got some weather to look at, but sadly not. Sadly not. You've got a nice view of France instead. Could be worse, I suppose. Nick says if the weather is bold, give yourself a bigger tailwind. That's an interesting idea. Alright guys, I will be back as soon as I can. Please do remember to leave a like if you're new as well. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm not going to go on for too long. Maximum of 15 minutes, then we'll be back. But yeah, just need to get my ducks in a row before we land, and then hopefully I'll not be in quite as much trouble. So yeah, back in a few, guys. Stick around, enjoy yourselves, enjoy the chat, and I'll be back ASAP. See you in a little while. Hey guys, so back with you. Oh, got a cup of tea as well, just to bring us into Alicante, so that's nice too. Good to see that the world's still there and it hasn't disappeared. Any air traffic control come online or pinged me whilst we were away? No, looks fine, all good. Let's see how we're doing fuel-wise now. We've been pulling some faster speeds than normal to try and get us in. What time we plan to get in there? Oh, 16:57. It's still going to be... still going to be tight, isn't it? Oh, hey, Antrak. Good to see you, Antrak. We've not seen you for ages. How you doing, mate? Hey, Adil. Good to see you. Leon, just random crackles, which are voices on VATSIM. Yeah, that sounds about right. Baptiste, good to see you as well. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. 16:57. Okay. Right, well I trust all passengers are still happy. No one's throwing up. Autopilot is still engaged. Wonderful. We do keep getting, I do keep seeing reports on things like Facebook groups and things where people have left their sim flying overnight. They've come back and found it turned upside down, sat on a cliff somewhere. As clearly something very wrong has taken place. Don't think I'd trust leaving my aircraft for that long. Not in Microsoft Flight Simulator anyway. So let's start having a look at the approach. We should be on the ground in less than an hour. That's yeah, that's good. So let's grab the chart, see what we're doing. Before we do that, let's get the weather for Alicante and see if runway 10 is going to be the preferred runway for arrival. So Alicante. Oh, it's got 80s. Excellent. So we've got some. Looks like we've got some VATSIM control as we get down there. Hope that stays out. So what have we got? That's information alpha. They've probably only just come online. Then that's go 15:30. It's about half an hour ago. Departure runway 10. Arrival runway 10. ILS Zulu approach. Winds look lovely as well, don't they? 070 at 6. Yeah, so runway 10 is going to be the one that we're going to be using. Crispy Ninja, hi mate. If you go onto YouTube, search Easyjet SimPilot graphics settings, it'll tell you everything you need to know. Lille and runway 10. Alright, so Valencia 3 Lima arrival is expected from the Valencia VOR, of course. We need to be above 1,000 feet. And that takes us then to Vilna. From Vilna, nice little DME arc. So I didn't actually program this correctly whilst we were on the ground because I was in a rush. Let's go and look at doing that now, shall we? So Valencia, Vilna, and there's no DME arc there, is there? So if we check out the arrival and what vias we've got. ILS Zulu, that's the one. Vilna 1. That doesn't look right. Vilna 2 doesn't look right either, to be honest with you. Oh, it is. I was just zoomed out a bit. That's the one we want. Vilna 2. Vilna 1 has a holding pattern built in. Not doing that. Haven't got time to hold. Right, there we are. That's all set up in the box, and that's correct. Let's go through, see what we've got now. So that is the DME arc and 290 Tango. Let's just have a look at. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing 250 knots by that point. So set that up. That's done. That is our arrival then. Box is all set up. Let's go onto the RadNav page, fill that out. So what do we need? We'll pop in Valencia, I think, Alicante NDB and Altet VOR. So VLC, which is the start of the approach, and ALT, pretty close to the airfield, that one, and then the NDB, which is Alpha India, AI. Get those turned on. There we are. Katie Pilot! Katie, my dear, how are you? Hope you're well. Surely you should be busy working, Katie. Thanks for the follow. Right, RadNav page is filled out. Progress page. What we're doing? Alicante 10. 230 miles as the crow flies. We could just do direct. I'm in a rush, aren't I? I could just do direct to direct to the centre fix and get on there. Katie, you didn't realise you followed us. And you are doing work, but you need some entertainment. Excellent. You can plan the approach into Alicante. We've got to come over the hills. Alright, that's finished. That's done. Let's move along. Grab the weather. Oh, it's on the tablet, isn't it? This beautiful tablet designed by Katie. I'm going to cheat. Grab the METAR instead of VATSIM. Less to read. Wind 070 at 6. And what's that QNH? 1030. Temperature is 15. That's just a nice temperature for January, isn't it? And we're absolutely cat wanting our way in. Cav OK, so minimums are 412. Runway visual range is well above 600 meters, so we're legal for the approach. Done. Okay, box is filled out. How long's the runway at Alicante? I can't remember. Is it flap 3-able? Although actually, do I want flaps 3? Yeah, flaps 3 would be nice, but where's my information? Works on the runway. Oh, it's 3 kilometers long. Yeah, flaps 3. Fine. Gets us in a tad quicker. Right, so we're clean at 229, VAT 141. Don't need any. Don't need to add anything to that. It's not windy. Borosima, hey Mark, thanks for the 3 months Prime sub, resubbing on Twitch. Amazing, Mark. Thank you so much for your support there, mate. Okay, perf page is done, and estimated fuel about 3 tons. So when we get there, that's enough for another go. I am not going to have time for a go around. As I say, I've got to go out doing something with the boy, and I really will get shot if I'm late. So yeah, 3 tons on landing. We're going to be fine. Secondary flight plan, copy all that. That's done. Right. Landing calculation. This is more of just a formality. There's no reason why we won't be able to stop. Long runway. Grab the weather. Landing weight. What we're landing at. Zero fuel weight is 59.3. 3 tons of fuel. Let's be conservative. That's 62.3. Let's go 62.5. Auto brake, low, flaps not full. Flaps 3. Idle, no reverse. Auto thrust will be on. Manual landing. Plenty of space. Lovely. Job done. Right, everything's done with regards to the box. Now, just want to see how I plan on configuring for the approach. So, coming to Vilna, 80 is the lowest we can get. We're going to be VMC actually, but even so. So, Vilna, and then from Vilna down 5,900 feet, 3,300. So what we got? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 miles to lose 2,000 feet. That's okay, but I don't want to be plummeting away at 220 knots. We're going to have to start slowing ourselves down. So, as we leave Vilna, we want to be green dot at Vilna. Flaps 1 down here, then flaps 2 really as we get about 17 miles away. So we've got all that extra drag from the flaps. That'll slow us down nicely as we get down to platform altitude 3,300 feet. So the transition altitude here 6,000 feet. MSA as we're coming in 6,900 to the north. And then it will be this little sector where we're on the DME arc is 5,900. Again, weather is going to be clear skies all the way, so we should see anything if we're going to fly into it. So ILS identifier India Alpha Tango airfield elevation is 142 and missed approach procedure. Climb out runway heading 3 miles from the Alt VOR, right turn, intercept 125 radial to Magal, and it's 4,000 feet. Done. Top pilot, when we get a bit closer to Barcelona Centre, yeah, we'll give them a contact. And Oscar is asking a question on Twitch. You've got 16 gigabyte of DDR4 RAM. Could it be the issue for Microsoft Flight Simulator lagging? Potentially. I've got 32 and it seems to work okay. So I guess the problem with it is every setup's just so different, isn't it? It could be all sorts of things. Could be your internet connection as well, of course. Borosima, wow, Borosima has gifted 5 tier 1 subs. So thank you, Borosima, and welcome to Ode, Sima Ryan, Menzi Vanist, and Simotov. Welcome, guys. Appreciate that, Mark. Awesome of you. Thank you so much. Okay, then let's do our arrival brief. So, where's my weather gone? Oh, actually, it was on that page. What I'm going to do, just to make it a little bit more realistic, is I am now going to... What's our wind? It's negligible. It's only 17 knots tailwind. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some like light clouds and thing. QNH ones. I'm going to just match it up with this because the weather in Microsoft Flight Simulator's bugged out. It's not working. So let me try and just match this up. What mode change have we just had? All right. It's the C chord. Alt cruise. Come on, get back up. Right. So if we just go for... Let's just go high-level clouds. It's cav okay, isn't it? So, there we are, some high-level... rather random high-level clouds. But, we just make those a bit... there you go, that looks a bit more realistic. There. Density, who cares? Scatter, that'll do. Right, let's check. The wind there then is going to be... What's the wind? It's 070 at 6. 070... Oh, 700, no. Why can't I type a 0 in? 070. Do you know what? Let's do it using this. Well, there you go. It's variable between 400 and 100 anyway, so that's fine. Hardly any. No gusts. Drop that. There aren't any. Right, so that's the ground level winds popped in as well. What else do we need to do? No rain, no precipitation, no snow. Temperature there is 50. Oh, let's just leave it ISA. And pressure's 1030. You're on standard pressure. That shouldn't make any difference. Although it's just changed in the world, hasn't it? Humidity, nah, maybe a little bit. Okay, so that's now just set to match what this has got, and I think it looks a little bit prettier now, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks much more realistic. It's not just boring and cloudless. Anyway, let's get on with that brief then. So, what do we got? Weather as we're coming in, we've just focused on that, so we've got a nice light wind coming slightly from the left as we come in. It's not going to give us any concerns. Cav okay, 15 degrees, QNH is 1030. That's nothing to worry about. Yeah, weather's good coming in. Aircraft is still all functional. Nothing's broken. So that's fine. No times to be aware of. Nothing for our arrival into Alicante. Threats to be aware of. Biggest threat is terrain. So we've got obviously terrain to the north and the northwest and the west, etc. As you can see on the screen. So that's going to be our biggest threat for us today. Getting down. Making sure we don't get too close to that ground. VMC conditions all the way down, so obviously that helps. ATC's online as well, so that's going to keep us separated, I hope, from any other traffic. So we're expecting runway 10 Valencia 3 Lima arrival, and this comes in from the Valencia VOR. There we are. We're going to get down to Vilna, no lower than flight level 80. So when I start the descent, we're going to go flight level 80. And pop that on the FCU. That'll get us all the way down, and then we'll configure with ATC as they tell us. How we're going to sort out the actual approach as well. Once we get Vilna, I want green dot at Vilna. Flaps 1 as we're coming around the arc. Flaps 2 then for the drag, so we're nice and steady and slow to drop down to platform altitude 3,300 feet. Intercept the glide, and then yeah, we're all done. It's a normal 3-degree approach. What else do I need to know about this airport? 3-degree approach. Pappies are 3 degrees as well. Normal 45-meter wide runway, so that's fine. We'll use auto brake low for the landing, and we'll look to vacate at either Charlie 2 or Charlie 4. Don't think we'll get as far as Charlie 5 or 7, and because I'm in a rush, we're going to vacate, and we're taking the first stand that we can get to. There's not going to be any single engine taxi. Engines won't have been shut down for long enough. We'll also just quickly brief the go around in case we need it. We've had a look at it. Initial climbs up to 4,000 feet, straight out on runway heading 3 miles from the VOR, right turn. But the wonderful Fenix has it coded in anyway, so we'll fly that in nav. Right, briefing's done. Excellent. Huge Man, hello, says Alicante Sun and Mojitos. That's Mexico, isn't it? Right, hopefully we've got the weather looking something like. Hey Captain, when should you start boarding or start deboarding? According to standard operation procedures, well, you can board whenever you want, but the idea is usually boarding is around anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes prior to pushback. Some airports don't allow you to board while you're refueling, so that's one thing just to take into consideration. If you are refueling whilst boarding, leave seatbelt signs off, so passengers aren't strapping themselves in the case of a fire. That's it, really. You can refuel while the APU is running as well. A few people do wonder about that, but yes, you can, so that's not a problem. So boarding is entirely up to you. With regards to deplaning your aircraft. Then once you've shut down the engines, you can turn seatbelt signs off. Beacon light comes off once anyone drops below 10%, and yeah, then the ground crew were allowed to approach the aircraft once your beacon light's off, and away you go. That's it. You don't want to spend all day because, well, Easyjet in particular, their turnaround time's normally about 30 minutes, so you do want to be quite speedy. Captain Rogers, what point in the checklist though? After the initial overhead flow, emergency exit light is on. Yeah, so you want to do the sort of cockpit setup. So if it's from a cold and dark scenario, then yeah, once you've got yourself in, all white lights extinguished, gears are aligning, that kind of thing. And yeah, really, I suppose after that, and once all your lights are on, it's up to you. It's a bit different once on a turnaround stage, because all of that part of the thing is done, isn't it? And deboarding's just as soon as you're on the gate. Hey Dark Fury, good afternoon mate. Why Airbus and not Boeing? Don't swear at me. Nick says deboarding happens as soon as the plane has landed on the taxiway, according to some passengers. Joseph says he's just seen some clouds en route from Manchester and they do look quite pixelated. There's definitely something going on with the server. I have never had an issue with pixelated clouds, but first time for everything, right? So, I'll tell you what I am going to do. We're just 10 miles from Alpha Lima Tango, just for my OCD on screen. Fix info. Alpha Lima Tango. What was it? Was that 9? 10 miles from Alpha Lima Tango. I'm going to get that in. So that should have us on now, a little ring round there. That's when we're about 3,300 to accurately capture the glide. I like to do what I can to get a nice CDA approach in. Captain Rogers says, anyone having issues with GSX profiles recently? Passengers seem a bit incompetent walking through a jetway with their head poking out. It's all to do with the path, the predefined path that they've been told to follow. So you can go in and edit that. There's a video on YouTube that I show you how you can achieve that. West Castle Model Railway, has anyone tried to make the Thinbox 3D printed knobs, printed hardware? I've certainly not. I don't have access to a 3D printer anyway. Not seen any other aircraft whilst we've been around.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
So I think we should get to Alicante about half an hour before the sun sets, so it should be a nice daytime approach. We're coming in the right way as well. The sun's going to be behind us, so we're not going to have the sun in our face as we land. So has anyone got any good plans for the weekend? Anyone got anything exciting? It's weird, isn't it, after Christmas? It's all the exciting stuff's done. And we're now into, I was going to say January, we're not. We're into February now, aren't we? Westcastle, yeah, we're landing in time for happy hour at the bar. On the bus to Benidorm. Captain Rogers, you're doing a flight Dublin to Lisbon. Simbrave gave me a flight plan on flight level 380, but the aircraft is limited, so you reduce your climb to optimum. Reduce your climb to optimum. Should I stay at optimum, which was... Oh, I see, you've reduced your level. Well, what you should do then, Captain, is ideally, if you look at the FMGC, look at your progress page. If it says the optimum here is 360, I can't go 360, we're going the wrong direction. But if you could stay within 1,000 feet under your recommended maximum. So I'd just stay at 3.6 and then, when able, get up to 3.8. Dark Fury, you can't have the failure, you're out of stock. Unlucky, mate. I couldn't do a failure today anyway. Takes you about an hour to work through failures. I definitely don't have the time for that. Not today. Eastbirds has used them all up. Leon says he may finally get around to laser etching the details on the panels he's been making for his tiller and the light switches. That's quite exciting. Tactile feel is a great thing, isn't it? Rather than having to look up here and down. Leon says a failure could help me get down quicker. Yeah, what? A dual engine failure, perhaps. I mean, if something goes bang right now, we're taking it straight into Valencia. 80 miles away. We can glide that from here. Mark says the McDo failed earlier when the aircraft thought we were off to Palma. That wasn't the McDo failing, that was me. Don't know why, but for this view, I always think the first officer's view is a bit better. It's just a tad different from the norm. Captain Rogers, if your cost index is 0 for the climb, and yes, set 0 for the climb, and then just put it back to the original cost index when you get to, well, basically when you've leveled off. It's an Easyjet SOP, I think, that though. It's, I don't know any other airline that does it. 0 is the cost index to get up quicker. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. Get up faster and travel through the thinner air for longer. Captain Q, when will Phoenix update the A320 with winglets? I have no idea. I know they're working on a whole host of things though at the moment, so when it's ready, I guess would be the best answer I can give you. This is like one of those views you see on the videos that are posted to YouTube with like GoPro cameras that pilots have put on. Sat on top of the glare shield. Don't know how they do that without it obscuring their view. I suppose actually it's probably fitted up behind somewhere and then just aimed and zoomed in. Katie Pilot, those videos are non-compliant now for some of it. Well, there's a channel, I've forgotten the name of the channel, someone's going to mention it on chat in a minute. It's Eurowings, I'm sure it's Eurowings, and he sets up all sorts of cameras everywhere on his channel and puts it on, you know, and it's really well done. You know, you can see the PFD, the ND, the outside view, the pilots. It's really neat, really well done. There must be about 6 cameras up and down, and it looks amazing. And I'm guessing, you know, the company know what he's doing because, well, it's quite obvious who he's working for. The call sign gives it away. Kevin Booth, yeah, the approach and departure videos. It's the Eurowings one, but I've forgotten the name of the channel. And Katie, yeah, you're right. I think it does have a positive effect because, one, geeks like me and probably everyone else sat here watching this, you get to see it from a perspective you can't as a passenger. And I also think that, you know, when you've got people that might be scared of flying or whatnot, it just shows you such a calm and relaxed atmosphere in the flight deck. It's not like you see in the films. It's just so everyday occurring. It's, you know, to a layman, it's boring, and that's what you want the flight deck to be. It's a boring place. Nothing daft happening. It's chilled, laid back, and it's do this every single day. It's just like driving to work. Kevin and Captain Rogers, the channel's called Approach and Departure Videos. That makes sense. But yeah, it's really good. It's really great. Westcastle, what's the meta for Alicante this time of year? Is it shorts or trousers weather? Well, that depends if you come from down south or up north. If you come from up north, it's shorts all year round. Quick Anthony also says, yeah, the Just Planes videos on YouTube, they're really good as well. Of course, don't they? They've got their YouTube channel, but don't they also have DVDs that you can buy of the full things? I must confess, I've never seen one of the full DVD videos, but the YouTube ones are really good. And the pilots, of course, they sit down, they explain everything they're doing and what they're doing. You also, what I find about those is you also get to listen to things like the departure briefs and arrival briefs, which I always find very interesting. Kevin Booth, one of the latest videos was a Heathrow departure, the taxi instructions for the green line. Yeah, I didn't even know Heathrow had that now. Instead of reeling off a load of taxiways, it's, yeah, follow the green line, hold at Pluto, or whatever it is. Katie, follow the green line is the best thing ever. It must make things so easy. Right, what are we? About 10 miles from top of descent. Excellent. Mr. Aviation Max, thank you for the follow. I'm going to push this speed as much as I dare. We're going to be on selected speed all the way down so I can get in quickly. Fuel's looking good, we're okay. Katie, it does make it easy, but you also have to be very wary because there aren't any, there aren't always the stop bars at the clearance limit. They never used to be fitted at Lomond or Loki, for example. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I'm not that familiar with Heathrow, to be honest. So yeah, that's right. I had absolutely no idea they even had the green line anymore. Right, start heading down.
destination, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could please make sure that all
Descent 80 blue.
are able to make their way around the aircraft without any luggage in the aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our Easyjet pilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelt signs are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
AJ, can I show you how to clear the hot brakes from GSX? Yes, certainly. So if you go to the McDo menu, go to config, no, don't do that. McDo menu, go to maintenance, then go to failures. It'll say up here, hot brakes, and you then just need to press the clear button till it says clear there, and then select it, and that will reset your brake temperatures. Right, we're on our way down, 20 miles from Valencia. I've not had a ping from Barcelona yet. Oh, their centre's gone offline, that's why. Alright, well, we're on our own. Excellent, high speed approved. Katie, they only use the green line in low visibility operations or hours of darkness. That's reason 632 to do late. You could be even lazier. I honestly don't know which I'd prefer, whether to opt for the earlies or the lates. There's pros and cons to both, isn't there? Jack Riley! Hey, yeah, we're coming to Alicante. Is that your hometown? Wonderful. Hey, Dr. Magic. Had a last minute flurry of emails that you had to do, so you had to leave the cabin with there yet. We've just started our way down, Dr. Magic, so plenty of time. UK Sim Pilot, welcome to the chat. Quick Anthony, you're just about to do the visual. That's 2-3 at split, isn't it? Good luck, my friend. Is that Valencia down there that we've just flown over? That scenery looks decent and detailed, doesn't it? I like that. Oh, my battery's running out. Plug you in for a little bit. First officer doesn't need his. Sorry, Katie, that's yours. Yeah, that's yours, isn't it? I've just got rid of it. Oh wow, Dark Fury has just gifted a tier 1 sub to Katie Pilot Dark. That is amazing. Katie, Dark is my my MOC. When my PC blows up, he fixes it. So yeah, he's also the designer of the channel livery. So he does a lot of work behind the scene for me. Dark, that is amazing. So thank you so much, Dark. Yeah, that's our lovely channel livery. Beautiful and orange. Dark, are you working on another update as well? See, for where are we? We've just past 29,000. That's okay. I've still got time to. For anyone who's not seen this yet, not only we've got the channel livery on the outside, but look at the cabin. He's even given us leather seats for all those pesky kids that throw up everywhere. Yeah, there you go. Find your perfect holiday. Awesome. Even the bins have got Easyjet on. Awesome stuff. Pimp my Phoenix. $5.99 Tiger, do I fly the Reno races? No, I don't. Chris, kids, yeah, plenty of drunk adults are worse. That is very true. Oh, I really don't envy cabin crew on some of those journeys. Dark, sorry, I completely missed that. You've also resubbed on Prime for 5 months as well. Dark, that is awesome. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
I've just realised my darling wife has just walked my first officer, which is fine. But he's now been placed in sort of the dirt room next to me, so he's going to be barking away for the duration of our flight now. He goes in there, cleans himself off, and then we let him back in the house. Valentine's Day. Oh, when's Valentine's Day? The 14th. When does that fall? Do we need to do a romantic flight? Like Paris to Venice or something like that? Sorry, wife, can't take you out. I'm spending Valentine's Day with my followers. Chris, is that a week on Tuesday? Fair enough. We might actually have a stream that day. Tuesdays are normally a decent day for streaming. Right, select a speed, we're going to get 280 just to keep us getting closer and closer and closer. How are we doing? 1655, not bad. Christopher Shaw, good afternoon. SSS join the Mile High Club. No, you're alright. Oh, Katie, never mind, Valentine's, quite right. When's Pancake Day? Yeah, that's Shrove. Is that Shrove Tuesday? Which one's that? That's not this Tuesday. I bet that. That's not next Tuesday as well, is it? Valentine's Day and Pancake Day cannot be on the same day, surely. Just imagine the syrup. Oh, Burrasima, Mark, is that on the 21st? Fair enough. That's a week after Valentine's Day. Right, get the ice on as we go through this cloudlet. Profile's looking good. Hanging on to that nicely. Aviator Ballas, thank you for the follow. Aviation Bro, you've just purchased self-loading cargo. Yeah, it is technically now dead software, but it does the job, so yeah. Leon just on YouTube says, Pancake Day is just whenever I feel like it. My son would eat pancakes as his only meal. He's obsessed by them. Usually I think because they come with Nutella. That's his topping of choice anyway. I prefer honey. Right, let me just get up a quick ground chart and then I can plonk it in somewhere. I say I'm going to be very, very rushed when we get down there. It's going to be down, vacate, and I may not even make the taxi if I'm completely honest with you. I'm really struggling time-wise now. I needed to be done sort of 5 minutes ago and we're still at 17,000 feet. Nick, Speedbird 464, pancake livery. Easyjet. Sean 8, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Leon, you have honey. No, sorry, you don't have honey. You have bacon and sugar. Oh, I love bacon, and I have such a sweet tooth. But bacon and sugar together? Well, what was I saying about the leather seats? Aviator Brown, does anyone know how to stop the stutters upon flaring? Really annoying because the rest of the flight is super smooth. Then, yeah, you come to touchdown and you just get a stutter fest. I've had that before. I think it's to do with the amount of details that's been loading into the sim at the time you land. So maybe the level of detail just needs dropping down a little bit. Hey, Danny Rubble. Good afternoon, Danny. Afternoon's been good, thank you. Hope you're well. We've spent the week at in your neck of the woods. In yeah, in Amsterdam. Dr. Magic says bacon and marmalade is awesome. Really? Fair enough if you say so. Can we leave this managed all the way down? How's this going to work? Valencia, that's fine. Vilna, flight level 100. Oh yeah, that works quite nicely. We'll leave it as it is. I just need to... I might pull open speed. We'll just drop below the profile. And then I can start to bleed some speed off. Okay, approach phase activated. Ellis is on. India Alpha Tango is identified. Probably time now to start concentrating.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you could please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are travelling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt provided. The toilets will now go out of use until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Alright, I'm pushing for managed speed. I'm killing my fairies as we go. Let's get down. Landing lights on. 10,000 feet. And we've got 5,900 feet. Local QNH 1030 set. Approach checklist. Power F QNH 1030 set. Cross-checked. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums 412 set. Auto brake low. And our EFB is stowed. Katie, you recognise that PA? I'll bet. Right, let's start dragging this out. So, flaps 1, speed's checked, flaps 1. Speed 180 knots. Set. Ashley Morris, I should consider getting a PO box and maybe a nice person will send us a 490 card. I mean, this works perfectly well. Well, a 3060 seems to be working very nicely for us. And flaps 2, speeds checked. So get those flaps out nice and early. Give us the drag over this terrain. Down we go. Where's this runway? Over here somewhere. Alicante traffic, Alpine 32 Delta Uniform on the 20-mile DME arc from the north, leaving Vilna, passing 9,000 for 5,900, 18 miles out. Grey Dog, when you move the flaps, why does the nose pitch up? So the nose pitches up to bleed off airspeed to reach the next characteristic speed, or it would do if I wasn't in selected speed. But if it were in managed mode, that's what it would do. This is what we said, wasn't it? Evening approach. Still a bit high, so if we need to do the glide slope capture from above procedure, then that's fine. Once we know it, it'll be gear down, wind the VS up, select a higher altitude, and pray that we make it. Can only do that when we've got Lockstar shown on the PFD though. That's on the approach, so alt glide slope blue, lock blue, there's Lockstar, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. is looking good at this point. This is where this ring was set. So, where's my airport? There it is, out far in the distance. Alicante traffic, Alpine 32 Delta Uniform, established runway 10, 60 mile final. Look at that speed! Glide slope star, missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. Beautiful. DAP92, thanks for the follow. And Sebastian, thank you for the sub. Oh, I do like it when we get a nice CDA, particularly when we've had terrain to think about as well. Rip fix. Christian, is that you? Didn't realise you were on there. Hey Christian, yeah, we're on Twitch as well. Tony Simpson, what is a CDA? Sorry, a continuous descent approach. So, not leveling off on the approach. It's the most fuel efficient way to get down. You're using gravity to help you and get you as far as you need without ever having to level off. Radio altimeter is alive. Alicante traffic, Alpine 32 Delta Uniform, 10 mile final, runway 10. Adam, the announcements come from self-loading cargo.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
Looks very barren in winter, doesn't it? still, I'd quite happily go on holiday here now. Get away from the cold British weather. I've forgotten how nice the approach into Alicante is. Tim, the Amsterdam scenery that we use is freeware from FlightSim.to. Okay, 6 mile final, let's get it all sorted. So, landing gears down, spoilers are armed, speed is managed, get the lights on. Flaps 3, speed's checked, flaps 3. There's that slight wind from the left. I literally will be caning this to the gate, guys. So I'm going to say a huge thank you now to everyone who supported the stream during our flight today. Huge shout out to everyone with the donations and gifted subs, etc. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the stream and the flight this afternoon. I look forward to seeing you on the next one, whenever that will be, and of course I will chat to you on Discord. Right, let's get her in, and then I really have to run. Autopilot off. I have control. Two whites, two reds. Picture's good. Keep her coming down.
500.
Stable. Those trees look the same colour as my livery.
Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Spoilers deployed, reverse green. Decel. Manual brakes. Bit of decrabbing needed on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
Do you know what I really liked about the shadow effect? It was the fact that you could see the spoilers becoming disarmed and going down. That was awesome. Not noticed that before. Right, guys, I am going to have to run. So a big thanks to everyone. I've just come off VATSIM because I disconnected off there. Huge thanks, everyone. hope you all have an amazing weekend. Great arrival into Alicante. Yeah, if only it was real life, then we could spend the day here. And yeah, big shout out again. Thanks to everyone who supported the channel. And of course, our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships. As always, huge shout out and thanks to you guys for all the support you give. I'll chat to you all on Discord, of course, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good weekend. See you next time. Bye bye.